Hello, welcome to another edition of Delta Media Group's Tech Tuesday. So today I am going to jump into a feature. See, without further ado, we're going to go over the customer review system. Customer reviews, customer testimonials. We've been adding a lot of things to it, and we've been doing Tech Tuesday videos kind of piecewise on it. So as we add a new integration or we add a new feature, we've been going in and kind of trying to go over those. So now that we've added enough things to it, I just kind of wanted to jump in there and do another full coverage video so that you can see that whole system, how to set it up, how it works, and all the different things we've added to it. So, into the DeltaNet. Now, we are here on the welcome page as always, or the dashboard page is what you might log into when you log in. See our dashboard here, and our cat on our dashboard. It's very important. But to get to the customer review system, we'll scroll down to marketing and then click on reviews. Now the way this page is structured, the first tab you have here are reviews that need reviewed. So these are things that have been submitted, either you've added them manually or they've been submitted through the actual submission form on your reviews page and you haven't yet notified or you haven't yet approved or disapproved them. So these aren't yet showing on the website, but they've been submitted to you. The idea here is that if you have the submission form turned on your web page, if a customer goes there and they type in a review, you'll get a notification that says you have a new review. From there, you log into the system, you go to this page, and if you like the review, you approve it. If you don't like the review, you don't. Or you can delete it from here, or you can even click the edit button and you can actually change the review if you want. So the next tab is approved. These are all the reviews that you've approved that are being displayed on your reviews page publicly. If you want to change your mind and disapprove these, you can delete them or you can edit them here. And then lastly, you have disapproved reviews. So if you don't want them displayed on your website, but you do want to keep them, you can mark them as disapproved and they'll go into this disapproved tab. All right, now to add a new review, if I click add new review, it opens up this page. I would enter a first name, Mr. Test. Oh, his first name's Mr. There we go. Email address, which is optional, and you can mark down buying, selling, or both as to how you represented this person. You give it a star rating. This is if you're requiring star ratings. That's also optional. And you type in the review. People love exclamation points, right? And then lastly, if you're entering these reviews manually, you can go down here and you can mark what day they came in, so it can actually display the dates on each of these reviews. The primary function here is it'll sort these out by these dates. So let's say you have 5 reviews from another system or that were submitted to you through email or something along those lines, and you want to get those entered into the DeltaNet so they'll show up on your website. You could go in here and enter the actual submission date on each one and it'll sort them in order. That way you don't have 5 reviews that look like they were all submitted the same day. By default, it'll just be set as the current date. And then when you have this the way you'd like, save review, and there you have it. You'll see it drops here under needs reviewed by default, and then if I want it to show up, I'll click on approve, and now it drops under the approve tab. You can see it's sorted by most recent, so it'll have it on top, and that one's now showed on my public reviews page. Now the other thing you can do with the reviews system is if I go over here to settings, I can control a little of, or a handful of different things about how my reviews page works. So the first thing I have here is public header. And what this does is it's a full WYSIWYG editor here, and this controls the content that shows up at the top of your customer reviews page. So you say I have some kind of random things in here. Clean it up a little bit. There we go. Put our dog picture over to the right there and get rid of some of this. So the point here is I can modify this. There we go. Like I could any other custom page on my website. This isn't going to be my entire reviews page. This is just the content that's going to show up at the top of that page. And you'll be able to get a better look at it here soon. But you can add video. You can see I've embedded a video here. You can add pictures. You can add links. So you can put a lot of information here. Generally, you would just put, maybe even a brief description of the page, brief kind of bio information there. Now as we scroll down here, this is where you choose whether or not you want the review submission form to show up. So if I set this to no, that would mean that a customer would have to email me a review or get me a review some other way. They wouldn't actually be able to go to my reviews page on my website and submit one. So because I have that turned on, they can see that form on my reviews page. They could submit a review there. and it also activates this thank you message. So this is the message that the customer will get, or the page they'll be taken to, when they submit a review through that form. So if they go to that form, they fill it all out, they submit their review, they'll go to a page that has this content on it next. And just like the header information, you can do things like add pictures here. You could put a big thank you banner on this page if you wanted to. So you can do there's a lot of customization here. But by default, it's just really simple text and just thanks them for sharing a testimonial. As we go down, you can choose whether or not you want that 5-star rating to show up or not and to be required on your reviews. If that's turned on, they have to submit a star rating, and that star rating will be shown on their review. If you turn this off, it just eliminates the star ratings entirely, so they just won't show up anywhere. And they won't be settable on the form. And then you can customize the color of the actual stars that show up on your page. So let me click here. We have our fancy little color picker. Let's go with blue stars. There we go. So you'll be able to see blue stars. It'll be fun. I promise. Then you can choose whether or not the dates on each of those reviews will show up publicly. So right now I have it turned off, but if I switch that to on, it'll actually display the dates that each review was submitted, or the dates that I set when I added them. And now the next thing you can do here is you can integrate your Zillow reviews. So you see I have a Zillow screen name here. In order to get your Zillow screen name, if you want your Zillow reviews to show up on your reviews page on your website, you can go over to your Zillow account, and you would have to go to your agent hub and then down to profile, once you're logged in obviously. And you scroll down here and under professional information you have screen name, and then right there's your screen name. So you would just copy that. I'm making it look harder than it is, I promise. There we go. So you copy that and then go over here, go to our screen name field, paste it in, and there you have it. So now any reviews associated with that Zillow account will also show up on your website reviews page. What I will point out about that is based on the terms of service at Zillow and the way we can pull those reviews, the way this works is it will only display your last 10 reviews kind of intermingled on your reviews page on your Delta website. So it doesn't actually pull in all the reviews you've ever had, it's just the last 10 is all they give us. And then you can choose, once you have your screen name in, if you want those to display, you also have to select yes for Show Zillow Reviews in order for those to be displayed. Similarly, we have the Real Satisfied reviews. So if you have a Real Satisfied account and you want to include those reviews on your Delta Reviews page, you would paste your vanity key in here. To find your vanity key, here we are. So this is the Real Satisfied, your kind of profile page for Real Satisfied, or an example of one. This last part of the URL here is your vanity key. So if I just select that, and usually it's just first name dash last name like this, but on your profile page at Real Satisfied, you'll just grab that, copy it, and then go in here and paste that in as your vanity key. And then just like with Zillow, you also have to say Show Real Satisfied Reviews. You have to set that to yes. And then that will display all of your Real Satisfied reviews. So unlike the Zillow feed, this one doesn't just grab your last 10, it should grab all the reviews from Real Satisfied. Once you have everything set up the way you want it, you just click on Save Settings, and that saves all your reviews page settings. So I'll clear this out since my name is not Becky. And I will save that. There we go. So that sets up my, my reviews page and my reviews page settings. Now, to actually display the page on the public side, we'll go to Website and down to Pages. Now from here, the customer reviews page might already be included as part of your website. An easy way to find that out is if you just click here and type in reviews, or review, you can see I've got 3 pages already made that have to do with the reviews system. Customer reviews is what it would be by default. So if you do have this page, it'll be this customer reviews page. And then you would just click here and you can modify the settings if you want. If you don't have that page created already, you'll click on New Page, and then Predefined Page. And then from this predefined page link, we'll select Customer Reviews. And now, this is basically the same page that you would be on if you had, if you already had it created and you had clicked on it and we're using the default page. So to set it up the rest of the way, we'll put in a link title, My Reviews. This is what the actual link will look like, so what people will click on to get to this page if you put it in your navigation. And I'm going to click on the navigation menu checkbox because I want it to show up in my drop-down menus. I'll give it a page title. Meta description tag is also a good idea. It's just a brief description of this page, so it'd be a good idea to put your name in there. So I can say, if that gives you an idea, the kind of thing you would want to put in there, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But descriptions can also be much longer. But the main thing with a meta description tag is you want it to actually be a descriptor for the page. Human readable is kind of the key there, and just let it take care of itself beyond that. And now for meta keywords, this would just be keywords separated by commas. Most search engines don't use those anymore anyway, but it doesn't hurt you to put them in. So reviews, and I could put an area name in there. I could put the brokerage, and various other things. And if you click this Need Help button, it'll give you some ideas of some good things to put down for meta keywords tags. So once you have that all filled out, we're going to click Update Page. That should have created the page, and you see we have a link to the page right here. So if we want to go there, we can just click on this link. But first, I'm going to scroll down to the navigation menu, and you see the last thing we have on there now is My Reviews. Because I told it to show up in the navigation menu, it's in this section. Now, I want this to go in a drop-down menu under Contact Me. I'm not saying that's necessarily where you'll actually want it, but just to show you, I just drag this box under. You see, this will put it in the navigation menu after Contact Me, but if I indent it one, now it'll be in a drop-down menu under Contact Me. And I'll click on Save. There we go. And I'll go here and Preview Website. And if I scroll over Contact Me, you can see we have My Reviews, so I'll click there. And here's my reviews page. So you can see I have the reviews all set up in here. And see I have my kind of header content there at the top. I have my submission form on the side. So if a customer were to come here, they can fill out the submission form, click Send Your Testimonial. That'll send me that notification where I can log into the DeltaNet and approve or deny it as I see fit. All right, so the other thing you can do with the customer review system is you can have the system automatically post your testimonials when you approve them. So if I go back into the DeltaNet and I go down to Facebook and then Post Preferences, and what I would want to do next here is select the page that I want these to post to. So generally you're going to focus on your business page, so you'll probably click on More Pages and then select your business page. This gives you all of the Facebook auto poster preferences for that business page. And you can look through all the things on here. The Facebook auto connector system can auto post new listings, open houses. Now, I'm actually already logged into the Facebook auto poster. So if you're not logged in already, there'll be a button on this page that just says sign in with Facebook. You click that, sign into your Facebook account, and then you'll see the interface I'm looking at with the personal page and the More Pages tab. So once you select the page you want to post to, if I scroll down here, you'll see there is an option for customer reviews. So if I turn this on and I click Save Preferences, now the system will automatically post my customer reviews to my Facebook page, or this Facebook page, whenever a new customer review is approved by me. So it's just one more thing to kind of simplify your life. Now you no longer have to post your reviews over there, post your reviews page. The system will take care of that automatically when a new review comes in. And there you have it. So that is the customer review system in a nutshell, as always. If you have any questions, concerns, or suggestions for new videos or for any new features, feel free to comment on this video, send an email into support@deltagroup.com, or just give us a call. Thanks a lot for joining me this week, and remember that you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you can like us on Facebook, and you should get notifications whenever these new videos come up, or whenever we post some exciting new content. So, like I said, thanks a lot for joining me, and I will see you again probably the week after next, actually. Yeah. Well, I'll see you again next time. How about that? Thanks.